The Tiger King by Kalki is not your typical heroic tale. It is a story that stands out for its unique blend of humor, irony, and a deep critique of human nature. It is a story filled with irony and satire, where the grandeur of royalty is juxtaposed with the absurdity of human folly. The narrative centers around a powerful king who, despite his might and majesty, is humbled by the whims of fate. Kalki masterfully weaves a narrative that critiques human folly, particularly the arrogance of those in power. His writing is both engaging and thought-provoking, drawing readers into a world where the lines between reality and satire blur. Through the absurd lengths to which the protagonist goes to cheat destiny, the story highlights the futility of challenging the inevitable. The king's relentless pursuit to alter his fate becomes a metaphor for the human condition. The story underscores the idea that no matter how powerful one might be, some forces are beyond human control. The king's journey is a poignant reminder of the limits of human ambition. The story follows the life of a king obsessed with defying a prophecy from infancy. This prophecy, which foretells his death caused by a tiger, becomes the central focus of his life. This prophecy foretells his death caused by a tiger. Instead of accepting this fate, the king embarks on a relentless mission to kill 100 tigers, believing that by doing so, he can outsmart destiny. Instead of accepting this fate, the king embarks on a relentless mission to kill 100 tigers. His obsession with this goal drives him to the brink of madness, as he becomes consumed by the desire to prove the prophecy wrong. The narrative unravels with biting humor and sharp irony, revealing the absurdity of his actions and the lengths to which he will go to avoid his fate. Kalki's storytelling is both entertaining and insightful, offering a satirical look at the human condition, revealing the absurdity of his actions and ultimately leading to a tragicomic end. The king's journey is a powerful commentary on the futility of trying to control one's destiny, and the story leaves readers with much to ponder about the nature of fate and human ambition. The story begins with the birth of a prince in the princely state of Pratibandhapuram. As astrologers gather to chart the infant's future, a chilling prophecy casts a shadow over the joyous occasion. The chief astrologer declares that the prince is destined to die, and the cause of his death will be a tiger. This prophecy, delivered when the prince was merely a babe, becomes the driving force of his life. Instead of instilling fear, it ignites a spark of defiance in the young prince. He vows to prove the prophecy wrong. Thus begins his lifelong obsession with killing tigers, a quest that will define his reign and ultimately lead to his downfall. As the prince ascends to the throne, becoming the Maharaja of Pratibandhapuram, his determination to cheat fate only intensifies. He makes it his life's mission to kill 100 tigers. This obsession consumes him, shaping every decision he makes and influencing every aspect of his reign. The Maharaja firmly believes that by killing 100 tigers he can rewrite his destiny and escape the prophecy's grip. He sets out on this mission with unwavering resolve, transforming himself from a ruler concerned with his people's welfare to a man consumed by a single-minded pursuit. The Maharaja's obsession with tigers soon transcends a personal quest and begins to affect his entire kingdom. He issues a decree prohibiting anyone else from hunting tigers within his domain. This decree, driven by his own selfish desires, disrupts the lives of his subjects and creates a climate of fear and resentment. The Maharaja's single-minded pursuit of tigers takes precedence over the needs of his people. His obsession creates an imbalance in the natural order, impacting the ecosystem and the livelihood of those who depend on it. The kingdom becomes hostage to the king's whims, highlighting the dangers of unchecked power and obsession. Section 5. A marriage of convenience, love, sacrifice for tigers. In his relentless pursuit to reach the coveted number of 100 tigers, the Maharaja even sacrifices love and enters into a marriage of convenience. He marries a princess from a state renowned for its tiger population solely to gain access to more hunting grounds. This act demonstrates the extent of the Maharaja's self-serving ambition. He is willing to disregard something as fundamental as love and commitment in his pursuit to control his own destiny. His marriage becomes another pawn in his game of defiance against fate. Section 6. The elusive 100th, so close, yet so far. Years pass and the Maharaja relentlessly pursues his goal. He comes tantalizingly close to killing his 100th tiger, only to be thwarted at every turn. This near success fuels his obsession further, pushing him to increasingly desperate measures. The elusive 100th tiger becomes a symbol of the Maharaja's futile struggle against fate. His inability to find and kill it, despite his tireless efforts and the sacrifices he makes, highlights the limits of human power and control. Section 7. The Wooden Tiger Fate's Cruel Jest. Just when the Maharaja believes he has finally achieved his goal and killed his 100th tiger, a shocking truth is revealed. The Maharaja, who had spent years hunting tigers to fulfill a prophecy, is on the brink of what he believes to be his ultimate triumph. His face beams with pride and satisfaction as he stands over what he thinks is his final conquest. The palace is abuzz with celebrations, and the Maharaja basks in the glory of his perceived victory. The 100th tiger, the one he had so triumphantly shot, was not a real tiger, but a wooden toy. This revelation hits him like a thunderbolt. The Maharaja, who had prided himself on his hunting prowess, is left in a state of utter disbelief. How could he, a seasoned hunter, have been so easily deceived? The wooden toy, so lifelike in its appearance, had fooled him completely. Ironically, this insignificant toy becomes the instrument of his demise, fulfilling the prophecy in a tragically ironic twist. The Maharaja's distress is palpable as he grapples with the cruel joke fate has played on him. The prophecy, which he had tried so hard to outwit, had come true in the most unexpected way. The wooden tiger, a mere child's plaything, had become the harbinger of his doom. The revelation of the wooden tiger is the climax of the story's ironic humor. It is a moment that underscores the futility of the Maharaja's actions and the absurdity of his belief that he could control his fate. The palace, once a place of celebration, now feels like a prison as the Maharaja contemplates the bitter irony of his situation. It exposes the futility of the Maharaja's actions and the absurdity of his belief that he could outsmart fate. The Maharaja, once so confident and self-assured, is now a broken man. The wooden tiger, which he had initially dismissed as a mere toy, has become a symbol of his hubris and ultimate downfall. In a cruel twist of irony, the very object he believed signified his victory becomes the symbol of his defeat. The Maharaja's story serves as a poignant reminder of the unpredictability of fate and the dangers of hubris. The wooden tiger, once a symbol of triumph, now stands as a testament to the Maharaja's tragic end. Section 8. Irony and Absurdity, Unveiling Deeper Meanings. Kalki masterfully employs irony and absurdity throughout The Tiger King to highlight the folly of human arrogance. The Maharaja's obsession with defying a prophecy that was ultimately fulfilled in the most unexpected way serves as a stark reminder of the limits of human power and the inevitability of fate. The story is a satire on those in positions of power who let their authority blind them to reason and compassion. The Maharaja's disregard for his people's well-being and his willingness to sacrifice even love for his selfish ambition paint a bleak picture of unchecked power. Section 9. The Tiger King's Legacy, a Lesson in Humility. The Tiger King leaves a lasting impression on the reader, prompting reflection on the themes of fate, free will, and the consequences of unchecked ambition. The narrative intricately weaves the tale of a ruler who, despite his immense power and influence, finds himself at the mercy of forces beyond his control. This paradox of power and helplessness is a central theme that resonates deeply with readers, urging them to ponder the true nature of strength and authority. The story underscores the futility of trying to escape one's destiny and the importance of accepting life's inevitable course with grace and humility. It paints a vivid picture of the Maharaja's relentless efforts to outwit fate, only to realize that destiny has its own plans. This realization brings forth a profound sense of humility, as the Maharaja learns that true wisdom lies in understanding and accepting the limitations of human power. The Maharaja's story is a cautionary tale, reminding us that true strength lies not in defying fate, but in accepting it with humility and living a life filled with purpose and compassion. His journey from arrogance to humility serves as a powerful lesson for all, illustrating that the pursuit of power and control often leads to one's downfall. Instead, it is the embrace of humility and the recognition of our shared human frailty that brings true strength and fulfillment. It is a timeless narrative that continues to resonate with readers, urging them to question authority, challenge absurdity, and embrace the complexities of life with wisdom and humility. The story of the Tiger King is not just a tale of a ruler's downfall, but a profound exploration of the human condition, encouraging readers to reflect on their own lives and the choices they make. It serves as a reminder that in the grand tapestry of life, it is often the simplest virtues, humility, wisdom, and compassion that hold the greatest power.